Welcome to a journey back in time, where the pages of history come alive amidst the verdant landscapes of Virginia. Join us as we embark on a captivating exploration of Jamestown, the first permanent English settlement in the New World. In the spring of 1607, 3 ships emerged from the mists of the Chesapeake Bay, carrying a bold and diverse group of settlers. Among them were adventurers seeking fortune, artisans seeking opportunity, and visionaries seeking a new beginning. As they approached the shores of Virginia, their hearts swelled with hope, for they were about to embark on a journey that would change the course of history. On May 14, 1607, the settlers made landfall on a narrow peninsula along the James River, nestled amidst the untamed wilderness of the New World. With their feet planted firmly on the soil of Virginia, they marked the birth of Jamestown, a beacon of hope in a vast and unknown land. As the settlers disembarked from their ships and began to survey their surroundings, they were met with a landscape that was both breathtaking and daunting. Towering forests stretched as far as the eye could see, while the gentle waters of the James River whispered tales of adventure and discovery. It was here, amidst the beauty and wilderness of Virginia, that the story of Jamestown began to unfold. As the ships anchored along the shores of Virginia, the settlers beheld a landscape teeming with untamed wilderness and uncharted possibilities. With a mixture of excitement and apprehension, they disembarked onto the sandy shores, ready to begin their adventure in the New World. The settlers wasted no time in setting to work, unloading supplies, tools, and provisions from the ships. With every crate and barrel that touched the ground, the dream of a permanent English settlement in the New World took one step closer to reality. Under the leadership of figures like Captain John Smith, the settlers quickly set about establishing a fortified settlement. With grit and determination, they laid the foundations of what would soon become the heart of Jamestown, a beacon of hope amidst the wilderness. Using whatever materials they could find, the settlers erected temporary shelters and fortifications to protect themselves from the elements and potential threats. Each swing of the hammer and each stroke of the saw brought them one step closer to securing their foothold in the New World. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting an orange glow over the settlement, the settlers gathered around crackling fires to share stories and dreams of the future. Despite the challenges that lay ahead, their spirits were buoyed by the promise of a new beginning in the land they now called home. With the settlement's perimeter defined and the initial shelters erected, the settlers turned their attention to the construction of a sturdy fort. This structure would serve as a vital defense against potential threats and as a symbol of their determination to establish a permanent foothold in the New World. Day by day, the fort began to take shape, as settlers worked tirelessly to raise walls, construct buildings, and fortify defenses. Each log hewn and each stone laid was a testament to their resilience and their commitment to building a community that would stand the test of time. Yet, the construction of the fort was not without its challenges. The harsh environment, coupled with limited resources and manpower, tested the settlers' ingenuity and perseverance. But through sheer determination and a spirit of camaraderie, they overcame each obstacle, inching closer to their goal with every passing day. Finally, after weeks of tireless effort, the fort stood tall and proud, its walls a formidable barrier against the uncertainties of the wilderness. With watchtowers manned and cannons primed, the settlers could now rest easier, knowing that they had built a sanctuary amidst the untamed wilderness of the New World. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the settlement, the settlers gathered within the safety of the fort's walls to celebrate their achievement. Though the challenges of life in the New World would continue, they knew that they had laid a solid foundation for the future, a future filled with hope, promise, and endless possibility. Life in Jamestown was a harsh and unforgiving reality for the settlers. From the moment they set foot on the shores of Virginia, they faced a myriad of challenges that tested their resolve and resilience. Disease, starvation, and harsh weather threatened their very survival in the New World. As the settlers struggled to build their new home, disease swept through the settlement with devastating consequences. Malaria, dysentery, and other illnesses took a heavy toll on the settlers, claiming many lives and leaving others weakened and vulnerable. With food supplies dwindling and crops failing, hunger became a constant companion for the settlers. Desperate to stave off starvation, they ventured into the wilderness in search of game, wild fruits, and edible plants, risking their lives in pursuit of sustenance. The harsh winters of Virginia posed yet another challenge for the settlers. Bitter cold, snowstorms, and freezing temperatures made survival even more precarious, forcing the settlers to endure unimaginable hardships as they struggled to keep warm and fed. Despite their best efforts, many settlers succumbed to the harsh realities of life in Jamestown. Exhausted, malnourished, and weakened by disease, they were unable to withstand the relentless challenges of the New World, becoming victims of its unforgiving wilderness. Despite their best efforts, many settlers succumbed to the harsh realities of life in Jamestown. Exhausted, malnourished, and weakened by disease, they were unable to withstand the relentless challenges of the New World, becoming victims of its unforgiving wilderness. As the settlers of Jamestown navigated the challenges of survival, they also encountered the indigenous Powhatan people, who inhabited the land surrounding the settlement. These interactions marked the beginning of a complex relationship that would shape the future of Jamestown and the New World. Initially cautious, the settlers and Native Americans soon found common ground through trade and cultural exchange. The Powhatan people taught the settlers valuable skills such as farming techniques, hunting strategies, and methods for navigating the local waterways, while the settlers introduced them to European goods and technology. Over time, these interactions evolved into alliances and partnerships as the settlers and Native Americans recognized the mutual benefits of cooperation. Through diplomacy and negotiation, they forged alliances that helped to ensure the survival and prosperity of both communities in the face of shared challenges. One of the most significant outcomes of these interactions was the fostering of trust and understanding between the settlers and the Powhatan people. Shared meals, cultural exchanges, and intermarriages helped to bridge the divide between the two communities, laying the groundwork for peaceful coexistence. Figures like Captain John Smith played a crucial role in fostering positive relations with the Powhatan people. Through diplomacy and mutual respect, Smith sought to build trust and cooperation between the settlers and the indigenous inhabitants, laying the foundation for a more harmonious relationship. As the sun set over Jamestown, casting a warm glow over the settlement, settlers and Native Americans alike gathered together in peace and solidarity. Though their cultures and backgrounds may have been different, they were united by a shared vision of a future where cooperation and understanding prevailed. At the heart of Jamestown's story were visionary leaders who rose to the challenge of guiding the fledgling settlement through its early years. Among them was Captain John Smith, whose leadership and diplomacy were instrumental in ensuring the colony's survival. With courage and determination, Captain John Smith rallied the settlers, instilling in them a sense of purpose and resilience in the face of adversity. His bold leadership and unwavering commitment to the colony's success inspired hope and unity among the settlers during their darkest hours. Captain John Smith's skillful diplomacy was also key to Jamestown's success. Through negotiations and alliances with Native American leaders such as Chief Powhatan, Smith helped to secure the settlers' safety and access to vital resources, laying the groundwork for peaceful coexistence in the region. As tensions simmered and challenges mounted, Captain John Smith and other leaders of Jamestown convened council meetings to address pressing issues facing the colony. Through open dialogue and collaboration, they navigated complex political and social dynamics, steering Jamestown toward stability and prosperity. With his unwavering resolve and unwavering dedication to the colony's success, Captain John Smith became a beacon of hope for the settlers of Jamestown. His words of encouragement and steadfast leadership inspired them to persevere in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. As the sun set over Jamestown, casting a golden hue over the settlement, the settlers gathered in gratitude for the leadership of Captain John Smith. Though his time in Jamestown was brief, his impact on the colony's early years would be felt for generations to come, as his legacy of courage and diplomacy lived on in the hearts and minds of all who called Jamestown home. In the year 1619, Jamestown achieved another historic milestone that would shape the course of American history, the convening of the first representative legislative assembly in the New World. This pivotal event marked a significant step towards self-governance and laid the foundation for democratic principles in America. Representatives from the various settlements of Virginia came together in a spirit of cooperation and collaboration. Elected by their peers, They convened to address the pressing issues facing the colony and to enact laws and regulations that would govern their community. Debate and discussion echoed through the halls of the assembly as representatives deliberated on matters ranging from taxation and trade to defense and public welfare. Each voice was heard, and each opinion considered, as the settlers worked together to chart the course of their collective future. After much debate and deliberation, the assembly reached consensus on a series of laws and ordinances designed to govern the affairs of the colony. These laws addressed issues such as property rights, criminal justice, and the establishment of local government, laying the groundwork for the rule of law in Jamestown. As the first legislative assembly concluded its business, the settlers of Jamestown celebrated a historic moment in their journey towards self-government and independence. Though challenges remained, they had taken a bold step towards shaping their own destiny and securing their place in the new world. As the sun sets over the Jamestown settlement, casting a warm glow over the landscape, the settlers pause to reflect on the journey that brought them to this moment. From humble beginnings to historic milestones, Jamestown's legacy endures as a testament to the resilience, determination, and spirit of adventure that defined the early pioneers of America. The legacy of Jamestown is not merely one of survival, but of cooperation and understanding between peoples of different cultures and backgrounds. Through shared experiences and mutual respect, settlers and Native Americans forged bonds of friendship that transcended their differences, laying the foundation for a diverse and inclusive society. Today, Jamestown stands as a symbol of America's rich and complex history, a reminder of the courage and sacrifice of those who dared to dream of a better future in a new land. It is a legacy that continues to inspire us to embrace the values of freedom, democracy, and unity that have defined the American experience for centuries. Join us as we celebrate the legacy of Jamestown, where America's journey began. Subscribe now to uncover the untold stories and hidden treasures of this historic settlement. Welcome to Jamestown, where history comes to life.